Hello, once again, good friends. Welcome, new subscribers. I'm Brian from Apex Detail. Today we're going to take a look at a group of detailing products from Lithium Auto Works. I've never tried any of their products, so it's been really fun getting used to the group that I picked up, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. I am a detailing product junkie. Guys, do not be like me. Pick a line that works for you, stick with it. Don't hoard all the detailing products like I do. Let me take the hit for you, show you the products. If you think it could be a fit or a mainstay for your detailing arsenal, then go ahead and pick it up. But don't order everything like I do. Without further ado, let's get this started. Lithium Auto Works out of Draper, Utah has been at it for 20-some years. They try to mesh their products with the substrate that they're trying to care for and treat. In other words, chemical-based substrates respond best with similar molecular makeups and compositions. Natural-based substrates, just leather as an example, respond best to natural chemicals. Here we have three groups: decontamination, exterior, and interior care. I just picked out a few here to go over today. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to take care of a car inside and out with lithium. Let's get going. Before we hop to it, I do want to quickly go over the group that I have pulled out here. The decontamination group for clay, a very sticky clay. We have a highly lubricated clay lube in Luster Lube. The protection group out front here, this is the Seal and Squeal and the Gloss Sauce. The Seal and Squeal is a polymer sealant. You can use it as a polish under a pad, flatten the surface, fill in, and also protect. Can protect up to 12 months. This is a carnauba / polymer with T1 carnauba. Mostly best to be applied by hand. And then we get to the interior. This is the leather care group. Hyper Cleanse, which is the leather cleaner, and Hide Rehab, which is a protectant, UVA, UVB / conditioner, all in one. Makes the leather look nice and deep and rich without the glossy, slippery, greasy feel. Okay, the car has been properly cleaned. It's time to decontaminate, time to clay. Okay, so we're going to use the Luster Lube and the 4 clay, a very highly lubricated clay lube. The clay bar comes with this container. You fill with water and store the clay bar in the water. It's very, very sticky, and the water keeps it from sticking to the side of the plastics. You can also keep it in a plastic bag with a little bit of water in it as well. That works. I'm only going to use half of it at a time. I'm just going to take it and use half of it. We have some water in there, and we'll leave a little bit of room for the second half when we're done to store that as well. Spray the panel with the Luster Lube and just lightly go back and forth with the clay bar. I have my fingers and my palm sticking out over the end of the clay bar so I can feel when each section is decontaminated, then I can move on. All clay bars are going to be abrasive, so you don't want to sit in one spot scrubbing and scrubbing, or you're really going to have to break out the polisher and do some correction. Only clay where it's needed. And just in this little tiny section, that's what we have picked up. Plenty of lubrication with the Luster Lube. I have no problem with that so far. And the clay bar seems to be picking everything up easily. Again, with no pressure whatsoever, just skimming it back and forth. And the area where I have been is smooth like glass. That's a very good sign. So both of these products here gets thumbs up so far. Okay. Move on to the next panel. Do one panel at a time. If you were outside in direct sunlight, you would have gone back with a rinseless wash, sprayed that, and wiped it completely clean and dry to get ready for the next step. Yeah, this makes it quick and easy to get around the car in a reasonable amount of time and leaving the surface feeling smooth like glass. Okay, we're finished with the luster lube and the foreclay. Put it back in storage container with some moisture, lock it back up, and store it for future use. Okay, the next group, which is paint protection, and that includes the seal and squeal, polymer sealant, and the gloss sauce, polymer sealant / carnauba, T1 carnauba. I hope these containers don't get anywhere near the fridge. Looking very close to condiments. They could end up on my salad, or well, this one could end up as a special sauce on my Big Mac. But yeah, the seals have been taken off and they are ready to go. Okay, the gloss sauce first. Shake it up for a good 20 seconds or so, especially if it's been sitting or in transit through shipping. Contains a rich formula to shake up, amino polymers, sealants. They bond to the paint in a molecular level. They also fill in microscopic imperfections, pits. They flatten the surface, and that's where you get your gloss. And that's where you get the gloss. The flatter you can make the surface, either through polishing or coating or filling in, that's the best reflection you're going to get from that said surface. It also is formulated to expand and contract with the surface, your clear coat or whatever you're protecting, as it expands and contracts with temperature fluctuations as well. Applying the product, get it on the panel, spread it out, and then massage it into the panel in straight lines in the same direction that air is going to flow over your car. As, of course, with all detailing products, preparation is key. Make sure you clean, you wash it, decontaminate it, and at the very least use a cleaner polish, either with a machine or by hand, to exfoliate the surface, exfoliate the clear coat. That will give you the best bond with the product to the surface, and you'll get the most out of it. Even though it is a thick, rich formula, it's easy to use. As you can see here, it wipes off with no effort whatsoever and leaves a nice, dark, rich surface behind. If you have white, silver, champagne color, it makes that pop as well. And to be quite transparent, if I have both the gloss sauce and the seal and squeal, which you're going to see next, I would probably never reach for the gloss sauce. It does an okay job. It's user-friendly. But there is a pretty big jump in the way it makes your panel look new, dark, rich, and glossy between the two products. And I really enjoy the seal and squeal that's coming up next a little bit more. But I have a little test area masked off here. We're going to remove the tape, and I'm going to show you indeed there is a difference. You're going to see its filling capabilities, its ability to make your surface glossy, flatter, reflective, and protected. Speaking of the seal and squeal, here it is. This is the polymer sealant polish. Can be used or applied by hand or by machine. Using it by machine, you get the surface a little bit flatter, you get more reflection out of it, can work the product into it a little bit better, and if you pick the right pad, it can do some slight correction as well. Great for both single stage and clear coated surfaces. As I bring you guys in for a closer look on the product and its application and its wipe off, very similar to the glossy sauce, you want a naked clear coat, cleaned, contaminated, and exfoliated. Also similar, get it on the panel, spread it out, and apply it in the same direction that wind flows over your car, but let this one sit for 20 to 30 minutes to cure, and then you can come back with a clean microfiber and buff to perfection. You can see how quickly the product removes. It doesn't grab my plush microfiber and pull it under, folding it over. It just wipes off effortlessly. And what it leaves behind is a nice, flat, reflective, glossy surface. Okay, that was by hand. So let's play with this with a machine. I have a little area that has been wet sanded. There's a deep scratch through the clear coat, down in through the base coat. So now we want to remove the scratches from the wet sanding. Well, we're going to use the seal and squeal. Being both a polish and a sealant, we can take care of two steps in one shot here. We have the polisher with a fine polishing foam pad on there, perforated, keeps the temperature down, keep the speed of the polisher down, hardly any pressure whatsoever. And you'll see here what we can create with just a crisscross pattern and a few passes. Good enough. Okay, let me remove the residue. Again, no effort whatsoever. I'll remove the tape, bring you guys in close, and you'll see that not only did it make a huge difference with the sand marks, they're completely gone, but also a huge difference between the test area and the rest of the panel. The deep scratch through the clear and into the base coat remains, of course. But the rest of that area, nice, deep, rich color, and just the way I want it. And using the seal and squeal as indeed a one-step with the Eurofiber 50/50 pad, we've turned the reflection and the clarity around on this surface, and it's looking pretty good. This will be protected for the next 9 to 12 months. And that's pretty much expected depending on your environment. Okay, let's shift gears to a group of products that can take care of surfaces on the inside, and this includes leather. We have the Hide Rehab and the Hyper Cleanser. The Hyper Cleanser will lift dirt and grime off the nasty leather and prepare it for some protection and rejuvenation from the Hide Rehab. And in fact, here we have an old seat from a Jaguar that we want to clean up and restore, and that'll give us a perfect opportunity. We'll first take the Hyper Cleanser, put a nice fine mist over that area, and we have the detailing tools I favor for leather. I've shown in many videos the detailing brushes to get in between the seams. Very important to get in between the seams where dirt can slide into there, and as you're sliding your butt in and out of the car, it causes the patches or the different areas of the leather to rub together and wear prematurely near the seams, especially that top coat. So as you can see here, I'm separating those panels one by one and getting in there and making sure that dirt is removed. The Hyper Cleanser, by the way, puts me in a good mood that they formulated this to not only take care of leather, but also lift dirt and grime from carpets, upholstery, vinyl, and much more. So you don't have to go pick up products like some of these companies out there will push a product to clean every substrate available on a vehicle, where this company formulated this product here to go after quite a few, kill a few birds with one stone. It's a simple spray and wipe formula. If you have deeper stains on carpeting and upholstery, spray it on there, agitate with a brush. Really bad stains, spray it on there, let it sit for 5, 10, 15 minutes, and use it as a pre-treat, then come back, spray it again, agitate, vac, or mop it up, and most of the time those stains will lift right up with it. Okay, with the Hyper Cleanser, huge difference already. So we're going to make sure that it's perfectly dry before we grab the Hide Rehab. We want the protection to bond to the surface and get the best out of it that we can when it comes to durability. This is a formula that includes some natural ingredients, and I find that it does have a little bit of shea butter, purified coconut oil. Again, they like to go for the natural protection and product to go with substrates on your vehicle that are natural themselves. Like many of the products for leather protection, goes on a little bit glossy, but let it cure, and it will cure to feel natural, look natural. And if you're worried, grab a microfiber and knock it back a bit and get the high spots. Lithium has many more products to dive into. Dive into at your own leisure. Do your research. Only buy what you need. I don't want this channel to be mistaken for a channel that just recklessly pushes products for the sake of monetary purposes. I want to take the hit on these, show you what they do, and if you ever need a product for a certain substrate, come back, use the channel as reference, and make your decision from there, but make a smart, wise decision. And as you can see here, huge turnaround like new. Okay, time for the final thought segment of the video, the Lithium Auto Works out of Utah. I really enjoyed working with these products. They're not pushing SIO to this, SIO to that. They're keeping it simple. I personally still enjoy polymer sealants, carnauba waxes. I love working on my cars. Some of the prices on some of the products were creeping a little high, but just remember, a little bit does go a long way. User-friendly products, you saw the sealants and the wax goes on, removes rather easy and quickly. You can get around a car quickly, and it does make your vehicle look very, very good, shiny, rich, dark, and protected. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.